morning. It is Tuesday and New Year's Day, so happy New Year's, although it won't be New Year's when you watch this. I'm a little slow this morning. We stayed up late for New Year's Eve and then just wasn't a whole lot of sleep last night because of that and getting up early again. But I spent my morning doing some editing and I'm not wearing any makeup today. Well, not yet, because I haven't gone running yet. The temperature in Portland got really cold overnight, and now I'm kind of psyching myself out and trying to figure out what I want to wear while running, because it's gonna be frosty and cold out and I'm feeling a little bit like a wuss. I spent my morning though editing a video that's going up today. It is my 1 second everyday video. If you don't know the app, I really like it. This is my first year actually completing a full year. So in 2018, I did a 1 second video every single day using the 1 second everyday app. And I needed to use something really structured just to get me into the practice. So I did a 1 second video of my breakfast every day. So I actually think it turned out a little cooler than I thought it would. I thought it was gonna be really silly and stupid, but it's kind of fun to go through and watch and see how my life changed over the year and how that's actually really reflected in the foods that I ate. So that is going up, and then this year for 2019 I'm going to try to do it again, but do a more traditional unstructured one where I just try to take one authentic second from every day of my life in 2019, or almost every day of my life in 2019, and we'll see how good I am at that. I tried doing it for the first time in 2017 and I failed spectacularly. I wasn't as happy in my life as I am now, and I wasn't as confident in my life as I am now, and I felt like I was curating it too much and the clips I was picking or trying to choose weren't as authentic. So I got about halfway through the year and felt like it wasn't actually a very good representation. So I trashed it. I started over in 2018 and we're gonna start again in 2019. I haven't eaten yet today. I went to, that's all right. I went to Sun River with my family and I left food in my fridge. So I live in this big house with people and we have this fridge here that gets really crowded, as you can see. Whoop. So to create more space and to give me a little bit of privacy in my space, I have a mini fridge that I normally keep my food in, or most of my food in. And sometimes if I'm doing a lot of cooking for a party or an event, I do spill over into the main fridge. But I have this little mini fridge out here. And when I was on vacation, came home and the door to my mini fridge was open and everything has kind of gone a little bad, so some of this food needs to go. But it was weird because like the things were put in the wrong place. It was like somebody came in through our back door and rifled through my fridge. And then we also have a recycle bin out here that was full of weird items and not regular recycling, glass recycling like it should be. So I don't know what happened with that, but the result is I still don't have any food in my house, so I need to get dressed and go running and then run by the store and grab some food so I can actually eat. And get my 1 second video every day published so that it's actually up today, like I'm hoping. I also need to write a blog post today all about all my goals for 2019. I'm a little late getting to some of that type of writing because I've been on vacation and I was having some technical difficulties with my website after WordPress upgraded to WordPress 5, and we still can't figure out the problem. And I had to go back to WordPress 4, but I have a new blog post coming up, which should be out. Should probably have 2 out before this video comes out. One of my themes for 2019, I'm trying to do some more just general vlogging, and this is not because anybody requested it, but more so because I want to just try it and see how I do and see how I like it. So we'll see. Okay, I think it's time to man up and get dressed for a run. Ooh. So, there we go. I'm back from my run and eating leftover pizza for breakfast slash lunch because it's afternoon. Okay, let's get presentable enough to go to the grocery store. So I'm going to toss the pile of food that unfortunately didn't make it and toss all these towels down here to defrost the mini fridge and see if we can't start over and get it fixed. And then I'm gonna prep and bake the cake. So okay, so that is now cleaned out and defrosted and getting ready for food again, and I'm gonna bake the cake. So this is a kind of chocolate, ooh, there we go. Chocolate mousse cake by Half Baked Harvest. I made it last year for my birthday, but I didn't end up getting any photos or anything of it, so I wanted to make another one. If you've ever wondered how I do any of my time-lapse cooking stuff, I film all of those on a small stand with my iPhone on the time-lapse feature because I find that that works really, really well. And it works with not taking up too much space on the counter while cleaning. Oh, the bright light. There we go. So let's bake. Okay, so this is a date and walnut based cake. It's a little bright in here. And one of my favorite things about it is that it's actually no bake. And I will link the recipe down below in the description. But for the base, you just put everything into a food processor. So it's super simple. Okay, so cake is done, got all the photography for it done. I managed to sneak it in and get some beautiful lighting in right before it started to really get dark. It gets dark so early and I always feel like I am just chasing the light. Not sure if you can see, but I've got some sunset going on out here. So now I am ready to just do my makeup and talk a little bit about my skin. In 2019, I want to do a bit of a skin diary, skin journey. Wearing makeup is a bit of a newer thing for me still. I used to only wear like tinted sunscreens, and I was really bad at putting on makeup until one day I decided I wanted to learn, and I cornered the nicest guy at Sephora and made him teach me how to do like cat eyes and all sorts of things like that, and to properly put on my foundation, which somehow, I think my mom had taught me a long time ago, and I knew things like blending so you don't have the two tone from going from your cheek to your neck, stuff like that, but I just hadn't put on real makeup in such a long time that I kind of needed a refresher. So I did that. But since turning 30, my skin has been a lot more sensitive, and I don't know if it's just age or if it's also just a coincidence that that happened to be my age when I moved back from China, and my skin started to feel more sensitive while I was living in China, which makes sense because there's just a whole lot more different stuff in the air. And then it definitely felt like super crazy when I first came back, which I heard is not super uncommon. If you've been in China for a long period of time and then you come back, your skin kind of adjusts to the different toxins in the air, and then apparently detoxes and pushes a bunch of stuff out, which can get you like cystic acne, which is so much fun. So much fun. But ever since then, I've kind of had some problems, and I've had some much more sensitivities to products, and I've had to be way more careful about what I put on my skin and taking care of my skin. And it's still a journey, and I'm still trying to figure out what works well. But here are the products I'm currently using. I have to sit on my floor because I don't have a good mirror for putting makeup on outside of my big stand-up mirror, because the other one doesn't get good light, and this is normally the only mirror with really good light. So where am I gonna set you down? Okay, here we go. So I have you set close to the mirror, the camera set close to the mirror, so I can see what I'm doing while putting my makeup on, and also show you. A little quick backstory. I just got back from Sun River, which is near Bend in Central Oregon, and it's high desert, and it's already a really dry area. And then because it's winter, it was super, super harsh and dry, so my skin really didn't like it. And then on top of that, I didn't have any of my normal beauty products, and I have psoriasis, and I didn't have any of my psoriasis medication because somehow when we were packing up the car to drive to Sun River, my luggage didn't get put into the car, so I ended up in Sun River without any luggage. Luckily, my sister was there and had all her stuff, and she's also got really sensitive skin, so I could borrow a lot of her products, and it wasn't the worst, but my skin definitely flipped out, and it was not happy, and it's calmed down a lot just being back for like, I don't know, 48 hours almost now, but it's still not looking great. So I have up on the top of my skin, I have psoriasis, and that I put medication on, and I've already got my medication, prescription medication for that on. It just kind of like sometimes comes down from my scalp when it gets really bad. Normally it's not really that bad and not there, but because I didn't have my medication for like 4 or 5 days on it, it got bad, but it goes away pretty fast. And then I don't know what I'm reacting to, but I have spots all on my chin and right under my eyes, and they're not acne. It's not like pimples that you could like pop, or whiteheads or anything like that, or those really deep cystic painful things or anything like that. It looks more like hives or allergic reaction. It reminds me of what I had about in summer or some time ago. I developed an allergy to sodium lauryl sulfites and fluoride, and when I stopped using fluoride, my face had like reacted really bad to it, and I thought it was really bad acne, and the more I tried to cleanse or treat it, the worse it got, and I didn't know what was going on. But then we figured it out, and the minute I stopped using fluoride based toothpaste, so I use a fluoride free toothpaste now, it went away within it started getting better within a week and was like totally gone within like a couple weeks, and I never had it come back until now, and I'm not sure what I'm reacting to because I'm not using any fluoride, nor do I have any products with sodium lauryl sulfite, and that's generally what causes these. But I did use a face mask or something that was old. I think it might have gone past its expiration date, and maybe that is something that caused it. I don't know, but it sucks. So when I have really bad stuff that I want to cover up, normally I try to, when it's really bad, I think it helps my face to go as long as possible without wearing makeup, or even take like multiple days as a break without wearing makeup. But if I want to look a little nicer because I'm going out or something, I use the Fenty foundation stick in linen. Let's see if we'll do that. Up, come on. It's not gonna focus. There we go. I really love them. I got the trio, so it's got I have the amber for the contour and the starstruck for just a little shimmer. But I've been using this just a little bit under my eyes just to kind of help with the red from the little kind of Hy-Vee breakout, allergy freakout, whatever it is. And I also end up putting some kind of on my chin, just to add a little bit. Now I do have a cover up stick type thing as well, like a liquid one that is a company that uses all natural ingredients. But I did buy that while I was in Stone River and use that, and things got worse, and I don't know if they got worse just because things were, nothing I was going to do was going to make it better because of the weather, or if I was reacting to something that, but that would be weird because it's all natural and I shouldn't have reacted to it, but maybe I did. So I haven't been using it for now, and I might test it again after all this stuff clears up for a bit and see if I react to it again. Then I've been using the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation. I really like this one. It's a little pricier than the ones that I've been using before, but I really like the coverage. I feel like it gives me really good coverage without feeling super thick on, and yeah, and it smells kind of nice. It is slightly more expensive than what I was using before, but I usually just put a little on my hand and then a brush and just kind of brush on where I need it. I don't always put stuff on my forehead, but since I've had the psoriasis, I just put a tiny little bit. Usually I can get away without really putting much makeup on my forehead because I have my bangs and my fringe, and it covers any little flaws up. And I always run my foundation just a little bit down my neck too, to make sure that it blends. I'm definitely not a pro at putting my makeup on, and I still feel like I probably don't put it on very well. I'm really sad. I don't know what this stain is, but this is one of my favorite shirts, and I recently washed it, and whatever this is didn't come out, so it's now a stained favorite shirt. Yeah. So even, I don't have the type of foundation that like really gives like extreme coverage. This one gives a lot of coverage, but little bits. I'm just learning to accept and be okay with having little bits and flaws showing because nobody's perfect and I don't really want to be caked on or kind of lying. Okay, now I have a MAC bronzer, and this was actually a present from my friend. And I don't think this angled contour brush is what you're supposed to be using it for, but it's the brush that I like to apply it with. And I just put kind of a little on my cheeks to add some color, because once I use the foundation, I kind of lose any different coloring and it's a little too masky if I don't add anything else. And then sometimes I run it kind of down here lower. There. Just a little bit. Not too much. Not doing anything major tonight, so I don't need to be too done up. I once was told that it's best to do your eye makeup before you do anything else, because then you don't screw up anything else, or if you have little bits of imperfection with your eye makeup, you can just cover it. But I find my natural response is to actually do my eye stuff last. If you found that doing your eye makeup works better first, go ahead and let me know what you prefer. Now I'm gonna do my brows with the Glossier, there we go, Boy Brow in, I use the dark one, black. I use black. And I just use it just a little bit. I'm not sure how much of a difference you can see with it. I really like it. I think it's like just a subtle difference, but it just kind of makes all the hairs in my brow go exactly where I want them, and it looks nice and tidy. Next, just gonna curl my eyelashes. I have the Tweezerman in the rose gold. I really like it. I can't necessarily compare it to a whole lot of other ones, because the one that I was using before this one was one from when I was in like junior high, and it was probably a Revlon. I don't actually remember. I do remember it was really old, but I just do like 5 pumps or so, and that usually does the trick. And I'm currently using the Lush mascara. I like the Lush mascara, but the first couple times I had it, it came in a bottle that looked more like this, and I really like that because I liked having the glass bottle, and the brush that was with it was actually really great. And then the last time I ordered it, it now comes like this. And even though I think it is the exact same mascara, I don't like the brush as much, and I think I just need to start using a different one. I just got another mascara by Pacifica, which is a Portland-based makeup company that's also natural. So when this one is getting lower or old, I'll swap. Okay. I try to use a lot of products that are not animal tested and just better for the environment, because it makes me feel better about using them. So I have a Mineral Fusion eyeshadow palette. Is this gonna focus? There we go. I actually bought this at Whole Foods because, well, I picked it up when I didn't have any makeup in Sun River, just so I could have a little bit of something to make me feel pretty, especially since my skin was freaking out. I like to keep my makeup generally pretty subtle because, one, I'm not super good at it, and so maybe I just don't have very much confidence in it, in my ability. Also, I went a really long time without wearing much makeup, so sometimes when I put on a lot of makeup, I just feel like I don't really look like me. And I think it's just because I'm not used to seeing my face that way. But I do think it looks really good in pictures, so that's something I try to remind myself when I put on makeup and I'm like, are you wearing too much makeup? And then I'll see it in a picture, I'll be like, no, that makeup actually looks pretty good. But yeah, I tend to go for more like nude colored and pinks when it comes to eyeshadows, and I pretty much don't do anything too bold. And this brush, I don't actually know anything about this brush. I think I got it for free somewhere. And last, I have a liquid eyeliner that I've been using, and this is also a Lush product, and I have it in black. I use a lot of the blacks for my like brows and eyelashes and stuff because I like the way that looks. And this I just do a really subtle amount normally, just to darken it just a little bit. Oops. Screwed that up. Not perfect. But I find just doing like a really tiny amount can like drastically make a pretty big difference visually. And I also feel like maybe I should do my eyeliner first and not last, but I don't know. Somebody else who knows makeup better, let me know. What order should I be putting my makeup on? Okay, there I am. I'm all made up. I'm not sure if I make much of a difference. I do feel like it covers. I do look a little better. Yeah, it does cover. Oh, I don't have anything on my lips. One sec. Okay, I've mostly been using chapstick because, again, I just came back from vacation somewhere super dry and it's winter. So I like to use a Burt's Bees chapstick normally. But right now I'm gonna put on a little lip tint. I like the French Girl one in Amber Rose. And it feels really nice, kind of like a chapstick. It smells really nice and it gives just a very little hint of color. So I really like it. It's a good casual everyday look, like I'm just going to the grocery store or I'm just going to be hanging out at home with my boyfriend, not going out anywhere or needing to be super dolled up. So I think that's most of everything I'm doing. I need to finish making a grocery list and actually go buy groceries. And then I'm going to go over and hang out with my boyfriend for the evening. So I think I am going to end this vlog here. But thank you for coming along with this vlog experience with me. And I'm going to be trying to do this a little bit for a while, so we'll see if I get a little bit better at it. And thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, or hit the subscribe button, or maybe both. I will be doing new videos, not just vlogs, but I'll be doing new videos every single week, including a cooking series that I am starting this week, actually. The first one will probably be coming out shortly after this video. So that's it. Cool. Bye!